Hi my loves! 2 videos in one day, how you feel about that? I had to give you guys that December video before doing anything else, and as always I ran out of time. You know it's gonna be a quick little ratchety video when my hair is up, you just know already. I have just a couple small manifestations today. They're gonna be just mine. It's just like so funny. I love the universe. I love the way the law of attraction works, and the more in tune you are with the universe, with yourself, and with how this law works, and with how the universe works, the more, not coincidences, because you know I don't believe in coincidences, the more synchronicities happen, the more you meet people who are there to give you exactly what you're looking for, the more I've realized, I think that I read a book that made me realize this, that once you're really super spiritually connected to yourself, to nature, to the universe, you receive resources. You receive resources whenever you need them. Whatever you need is given to you, even when you don't know that you need it. For example, like a stupid little example right now, as I was leaving my house. This morning, I woke up and I was like, oh, I really want some dark chocolate. Just had that little thought, okay? My second cousin, my mom's cousins came to visit today, just hanging around all day. As I walked out, my second cousin was sitting outside eating this dark chocolate, and he's like, check out what I have. And I was like, what is that? And he's like, here's some dark chocolate. And I was like, oh, well, would you look at that? Just like so silly, but you become, the more in tune you are with yourself and with how everything works, the more these little things happen to you. You meet somebody that has an answer for you, or you meet somebody that opens a door for you, or has exactly what you've been looking for. It just happens that way. So today, actually, the story that I wanted to tell you guys is about my YouTube ad revenue. I was planning out how to work from home and how to make YouTube one of my main sources of income. There was a number that I was focused on, that I was like, this is the number that I need to make from YouTube in order to be able to afford the type of lifestyle that I want to live. YouTube's not my only source of income, but there was just one number that I was like, if I could just get this much from YouTube, then everything else will be fine. And I was really focused on that number, and in the beginning I visualized it. I always saw it. There's a section that says your estimated revenue. Sorry if you guys can't see me, the sun's behind me. There's a section that says your estimated revenue for the month, and I would focus on that. I would see it in my mind as being that number that I needed. Now for a while, for the past few months, you know, as I get away from as I start dipping into my savings, you know, I've been working since I was 16, and working for yourself is just like this whole new world. I would check the YouTube revenue section constantly, like once an hour, and it doesn't change that much, but I became obsessed with it. And as I became obsessed with it, wouldn't you know it, my belief system has set me up for this. The more obsessed I was with it, the lower that number got. So one day I came up with an idea for something that I want to do in the future with our community that would eventually bring in another source of income, and a steady source of income. And when I started focusing on that, I started realizing also that what matters is our community, how our community is doing, the health of our community, the health of this channel, how many subscribers are coming in every day. That's what matters more than the number. The money really doesn't matter. And once I realized that, once I really understood, I completely detached from that number. I detached from the desire from it. I stopped checking it even. I wasn't worried. I love when people look at me because I'm talking to myself in the car. I wasn't worried. And the second I wasn't worried, you guys, that number, right away. Right away. Like within a week, I reached that number, the exact number. And now I'm about $68 over that number. So that's really crazy. This girl is literally just staring at me as I do this. So I'm getting really awkward. It's like a $68 above that number that I visualized, and I'm still not giving it that much attention, but it was just cool realizing today. Like I just woke up and I looked at it and I realized like I got exactly the number that I was asking for without trying to get that. I didn't do anything special. I didn't do anything different. All I did was let go and detach from it. But that's a #1 success story, so shout out to that. That's awesome. The second one is something kind of new. So if you watched any of my previous Manifestation Monday videos, you know that I've been taking a class every Monday at 4 o'clock. This class is basically a class on law of attraction, but on law of attraction and healing. And it's not called law of attraction, it's called interuniversalism. I'm going to teach you guys about this concept. It's a Persian concept. It's only been taught in Farsi for a very, very long time, but my teacher translated all the works recently, so we have access to it now. And I'm not going to do it until I really know what I'm talking about, but basically I've been taking this class. I think it's the third or fourth class today, I'm not sure. But basically it's teaching me how to heal with the law of attraction and with the power of my mind. And I go to my grandparents every Sunday, and I realized something yesterday. 2 weeks ago, it was a Monday, my grandparents were leaving for Vegas, and my grandma has really, really bad arthritis. She is in a lot of pain. She takes Norco every single day. She takes painkillers all the time, and the Norco, she's allergic to the Norco, but she literally can't live without it because she's in so much pain. So taking Norco is really bad for her. She's just really, it doesn't do her well. 2 weeks ago, I'm in this class, and we were practicing setting intentions, and we were practicing this healing. And the healing is easier than any law of attraction practice I've ever taught you guys about or done myself. All it is intention. So I asked my teacher, and I said, so if my grandma's not here, if she's far away, can I heal her with my intention from far away? She's like, yeah, no matter where you are, all you have to do, it's the same amount of work as lifting a finger. You decide you want to lift your finger, and you lift your finger. I practiced it in class 2 Mondays ago, and I imagined where my grandma was in Vegas, and I was like, she's gonna feel better. She's going to feel better. Her arthritis is not going to hurt her. She's going to get healed. I hope you guys are okay with just not being able to see me in this at all. So yesterday, I saw my grandparents for the first time in 2 weeks. They've been back from Vegas for a week, and I was just like hugging my grandma. I'm like, I miss you so much. How are you? How are you feeling? And I realized her energy was very, very different. She looked amazing. She looked healthy. She was almost glowing. She was glowing. She just looked healthier than I had seen her in a very, very long time. And I was like, you look healthy. You look good. Not remembering anything, mind you. It took me a while to remember this. I didn't remember what had happened. It's like, you look good, Sefta. What's going on? Sefta is grandma in Hebrew. She goes, since I went to Vegas, my arthritis hasn't hurt me. I've only taken 1 Norco in the past 2 weeks. Remember, she's taken, for the past maybe 5-6 years, she's taken a Norco every single day. She only took 1 Norco in the past 2 weeks. You can say whatever it was. You can say it's a coincidence. The fact is that I practiced healing my grandma 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, she started to feel better, and her arthritis hasn't been hurting her for the first time in 6-7 years. She hasn't even had to take painkillers. So I'm about to walk into this class, and you better believe I'm gonna tell them the story, and I'm gonna be paying extra attention so I can teach you guys how to do this. Yeah, I'm so happy. Being able to help my grandma is the reason why I live, basically. She's the love of my life, my best friend. So if I really had a hand in that, this is a really big deal for me. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the earlier video that I posted and the Manifestation Monday. Don't forget, as always, to hit the comments and tell me something good. What happened to you last week that was good? What happened to you this weekend? What's coming up for you? Tell me something good. What have you been able to manifest? Until my next video, I love you guys so much, and remember, as always, to keep your vibrations way, way, way up, and to dab on them haters. All right, I love you so much. Bye.